and I'm back with another video. I've decided to kick off my favorite time of year with a Blair Waldorf inspired Thanksgiving look. She was my favorite character on the show, so yeah, if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I would say this look is equal parts polished and equal parts glowy, so for that reason I'm actually using two primers. This is a little trick I've been doing for a bit. So first I use a mattifying primer, and then as you can see, a more glowy one over top of that. This is essentially going to make sure you're getting the best of both worlds, blurred pores but also a glowy base, before going ahead and applying my foundation and blending it out with a damp beauty blender. And the foundation that I'm using today is the YSL 24-Hour Foundation. It's amazing, it's silky smooth, easy to layer, and so it really gives that perfect yet natural look that Blair always had. Now for the eyes, I'm just starting by prepping and priming my inner corners and eyelids with a Bobbi brown corrector before starting off my brows. Now in the show, Blair had quite thin brows, as was suited to the time period, but they were also quite strong and expressive, so I'm still just going to work with my natural, sort of thickish brows and just brush and fill them in as I usually do before setting them with some clear brow gel and then brushing that again once more just to make sure that there's no excess. So for eyeshadow today, I'm going to be using the Kylie Burgundy palette. I'm probably a bit late to the game on this, but these shades are amazing. They're super pigmented, as you can see. I'm using this peach shade, any one you have will do, but I'm basically just carving out my outer corner and my crease and then sweeping that underneath my lash line on the bottom to give us a very polished and put together look that also makes a bit of an impact. Next, I picked up this burgundy shade. It's super beautiful and really good for Thanksgiving, but probably also for Christmas, as I realize. And I'm basically just working inwards and applying that on my crease, but also a little bit more on the mobile lid in the outer corner before again sweeping that under my lash line. And then I'm just going to take my same brush and sweep all across and over the lid just to make sure everything's blended. Then I'm taking a very thin brush that I've sprayed with a bit of water, and I'm taking one of the darkest shades in the palette and using that as a liner. So it's really easy to do liner this way because it's quite forgiving, it's easy to build up and layer, and it's very easy with a thin brush to create a wing, which as you can see I'm doing to sort of match the feline flick of the eyeshadow. If you didn't know, you can pretty much do this with any eyeshadow you have. Just be sure not to spray the actual eyeshadow powder, spray your brush instead. And then to keep it consistent, I'm just bringing that under my lower lash line before tight lining, which is something that Blair did often. Then, in order to get those thick Blair Waldorf lashes, I'm curling mine and applying this Wonder Beauty mascara. It's amazing. As you can see, it grabs onto every lash and just makes it look really dark and defined and amazing. Next up for concealer, I'm going to be using the Peau Stick Concealer. I know I used this last time and a couple of you didn't love it as much, but I want to keep using it just to see how it works with different tools. So today I'm applying it as I normally do, but instead of using my finger, I'm going to be using a damp beauty blender to blend it in. Now, if there's one thing that Blair's makeup was definitely known for, it is that she's the queen of blush. So I'm taking this slightly sparkly raspberry tone blush by Galactic, and I'm bringing that across my cheeks in a three-shape motion, stressing more on the cheek part for a flush look. Finally, for lips, Blair always had a very your lips but better, natural yet plump kind of look, so I'm overlining mine slightly using this rose-colored pencil. I'm going over it with a very creamy lipstick before setting my makeup with a dewy setting spray. And that completes this Thanksgiving Blair Waldorf inspired makeup. I hope you guys really love this and have a great holiday if you celebrate it. Please let me know what you'd like to see in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!